Tom accidentally discovers his boss has been murdered. He curiously pulls out the razor blade, realizing he might be mistaken for the murderer. He tries to put the knife back, but he doesn't dare. He seeks help from his colleagues, seeing Tom covered in blood and holding a knife. The colleagues all assume he is the murderer. Knowing he can't explain himself, Tom quickly flees. He runs into the real killer, who is packing up his belongings and fleeing. Panicked, Tom doesn't notice him. Meanwhile, the police discover the office security cameras and learn the real killer's appearance, but Tom is convinced that he is wanted and flees as soon as he sees the police, throwing his ID card in the trash. He finds a restroom, cleans the blood off his body, and then goes to the bus station to board a bus to Mexico. The killer, realizing he is wanted by the police, steals a Jeep and flees overnight. However, on the way, the killer encounters Tom again. He is very frightened and speeds away. Halfway through the bus journey, Tom is abandoned in the wilderness by the driver because he can't pay the fare. Meanwhile, the killer receives the message from the radio. The police has announced that the killer has stolen a Jeep with flames printed on it. So the killer abandons the Jeep and flees on foot. Tom spends the entire night on the run and finally finds a Jeep in the morning. Tom drives to a hotel. The hotel owner notices the flames on Tom's Jeep and calls the police after Tom checks in after taking a shower. Tom sees a newspaper on the table. He is shocked. He has just found the Jeep that morning. Why can the police know about it last night? Furious, Tom hammers the wall. Coincidentally, the killer lives next door to Tom. The killer runs to the window to check, and he is stunned too. Why is the abandoned Jeep parked in the hotel now? The police are alerted and arrive at the hotel. Tom, believing the police are there to arrest him, so he emerges wrapped in a towel. The owner tells the police that Tom is the criminal, but the police know the killer isn't Tom. The killer, thinking he has been exposed, draws his pistol and begins shooting. A fierce battle ensues between the killer and the police. Tom seizes the opportunity to escape. Hearing the gunshots from behind, Tom thinks the police are firing at him, so he dodges with unpredictable steps. He then runs to the railroad tracks and jumps onto the train. The killer, having narrowly escaped death, sees this, and he thinks Tom to be the agent who is trying to capture him, so he decides to kill Tom. Hungry, Tom accidentally eats expired canned meat and is taken to the hospital. The killer follows him there. Fearing capture, Tom dresses and prepares to flee. The killer, disguised as a doctor, spots Tom and follows him. The killer is just ready to attack, but then several police officers rush over. Tom and the killer, believing they are coming for them, disguise themselves, but the police mistake the killer for a doctor and task him with rescuing an injured colleague. To avoid revealing his identity, the killer begins surgery, killing the patient in seconds. The police comfort the killer, but the killer makes an excuse to flee quickly.